Hello from the parking lot at Hollywood Studios. We are right underneath the gondolas right now. We have never parked on this side. We are in Jesse today. Jesse 201, 203, 202, something. Jesse something. But we are here today to go ahead and try some soul food. It is Celebrate Soulfully here at the Walt Disney World Park. So we're gonna go ahead, try some of that food today, get on some rides because Tower of Terror's second side is finally open. One of the towers was down for, I feel like, months, and it was really jacking up the wait time. So we are back to pretty much normal operations on that. I don't think I've seen it over 50 or 60 minutes, where I've seen it upwards of 120 plus. So yeah, today should be a good day, and hopefully we can get on a few rides, try out some food, and just have a good time here at Hollywood Studios on a Friday night. I just want to give a quick update on ticket prices here at Disney as well for a one-day ticket. Actually, I can come up here. Magic Kingdom, $169. Epcot, $159. Disney's Hollywood Studios is not available today. $149 for Animal Kingdom. So today is, what, the 25th? 4th? 24th. So on February 24th, those are the prices. Now it's time to get inside of the park. We had a reservation, thankfully, so we are able to come in. But there are some lines, it looks like right now. Doesn't look like there's a lot of open kiosks or whatever to get in. I wonder if there's a special event. This looks different. What? We finally got checked in. It took us a little while, actually. But we're gonna head down probably just right away. Go grab some food and see what we can find here. A little busy today. To be expected right now. We're coming up to that time of the season, and we are also on a weekend. So Friday night, you can expect crowds to be a little bit higher, but we're just here having a good time. Weather is heating up here in Central Florida as well. It is 80 something degrees, almost 90. I think we're gonna have 90 next week. Something that's a little bizarre, and this is, again, just my opinion, but I would say, in all honesty, I think Hollywood Studios I have the most love for this park, but I think it's my least favorite park in the sense that you just have way too many crowds all of the time. I think even when it's a down time of the season, Hollywood Studios is always slam packed. And I mean, today's no different. All three of the other parks totally open. Today was unavailable for reservations for anybody else that was coming to the park. So it always just kind of sucks because it's like, the park is amazing, but it's just so hard to do things because of how packed it always is. Like I said, even in non-peak seasons, it's very hard to just get things done. But that being said, we are going to head over. We just did a mobile order for the Pop-Tart over at the Woody's Lunchbox. So we're gonna head that direction now and kind of scoot that way, and then kind of see maybe we can get on something over in Toy Story Land if the lines are okay. Sometimes you gotta wait for Fantasmic as well. Once Fantasmic is going, that's a good time to go ahead and pop on some rides as well. But for now, we'll see if anything kind of comes down. Things are starting to go up too, because a lot of people are park hopping at this moment. And that's gonna start to bump up the crowds a little bit more too. I actually just read about this too. Edna Mode is out, and I think a few other Incredibles are existing around the parks, but right here up by the Mickey's Runaway Railway here, kind of where Chip and Dale tend to be as well. We do have Edna hanging out, enjoying, having a good time, interacting. There's really not a line for this right now. So getting character photos probably isn't too bad. And if I find the others, I'll let you know, but I thought I heard it was like maybe where like the Incredibles, not the Incredibles area, but where that big Incredibles sign is. I don't remember where that is now that I'm thinking about it. This is the area that I was talking about. I thought there was possibly meet and greets back here, and they might not be happening right now. They might still be happening, but this is where I thought they were putting a few more. You can see Jack up there getting ready to jump or be a little mischievous. But you've got, again, like this little Incredibles section that just, it's not anything. But I thought, like I said, I thought I heard the meet and greets would be back in this section somewhere. Again, they're not right now, and I could be wrong, but that's what I thought I read. I did remember that Edna was out there, so that was kind of cool that she was walking around. But yeah, I guess it would kind of make sense if you put some of the characters over here, even in front of like this sign here, or I guess just like the wallpaper. Here's the current queue for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway here. It is outside in the switchbacks, Anybody that knows this is pretty long right now. I don't know what the posted weight is. We didn't head over that direction. But yeah, it's pretty long. Right behind me, we have the new Woody's Roundup Barbecue coming, and we actually have a reservation for March 24th. So it opens on the 23rd, but we ended up getting the day after, which is also a Friday. But March 24th, we will be here. So if you guys are interested in seeing that video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Turn that bell notification on so you guys are alerted anytime we release a new video. But we will have that one, again, probably, I would assume the next day. But yeah, we will plan on doing a review of the new opening restaurant here at Hollywood Studios. They definitely needed to put something in this area. They needed another restaurant here, and hopefully this does pretty okay. I'm excited to try some barbecue. Barbecue in the parks can be a little hit or miss, so we'll see if it's any good, but you will get a full review again come March 24th. Again, mark the calendar. Here is a little update on the queue here for Toy Story Mania, 95-minute posted wait. This was 60 minutes as we were leaving the house, so this shut up real quick. Again, I think a lot of people ended up park hopping, and that ended up jacking up the lines a little bit. But I don't know what we're doing today, but I did see that the queue is outside here. You can see behind over there. The queue is outdoors, which means that it's going to be a pretty long line there. But right in front of us, we have the lunchbox where we will be picking up our fun little first treat here, which I believe is a sweet potato Pop-Tart. That's going to be quite interesting. Here is one more posted wait time for you guys. So we have Slinky Dog Dash at 125 minutes. All the switchbacks are being utilized inside, and it comes out over the bridge. This is where the start of the queue is. Again, I'm just trying to give you guys an update as to what the queues are looking like for this time of the year. Again, this is February 24th. This is a Friday. Hollywood Studios around 5 p.m. or actually closer to 6 p.m. at this point. We have acquired the Pop-Tart. Now we just need to find somewhere to sit and eat this thing. We could probably eat it on the go, but in order to give you guys a good review, we are going to find somewhere to sit. So give us just 1 second. All right, we are going to try doing a kind of a new review with these microphones that we have to see kind of how that works, because sometimes it's hard to hear the audio and we catch a lot of outside sound. So we're going to try our first review with these little DJI little, they're not lav mics, I don't know what they are, but we're trying these to see how this review goes, so that way we're not missing out on some of the audio. So let's go ahead and try that out. Also, Nicole is just asking, is this tree painted green? Or is that just like the color of the trunk? Because it looks green all the way up there. I don't know. If anybody knows what kind of tree this is, please let us know. But it definitely looks like it would be a painted green color. But I don't think it is. Here we are. It's much darker than I thought it would be. A nice, soulfully sweet potato Pop-Tart. It's got like cinnamon. You got the sweet potato. You've got some marshmallows, and then I think they're pecans. I think is what's the little crust there on top. Let's try it out. I'm nervous.
I think you should like break it and bite like in the middle more than just like the crusty corner. Yeah. I feel like sometimes the middle's better.
Call. Let's get a little break section.
Oh.
Well, it didn't break super even. Oh, well, all right, I'm gonna try this side. I'm not getting a ton of filling.
Is like the bread flavored, or is it just kind of like boring pastry?
I don't know, but you don't get a lot of the...
Oh, that's not much at all.
You know, it's very, very bread forward. I like the flavor. It's soft. It's good, but I feel like they should put a little bit more filling in there. But it's definitely not bad. I miss the filling. I feel like that's the best part of a Pop-Tart.
Absolutely.
You get that whatever the rich filling is on the inside. I feel like that's the best part, and they're kind of missing it here a little bit. But overall, pretty good.
I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I'm not a sweet potato person, so like preface that. But I also feel like I shouldn't just like bite off this like frosting right here.
I'd probably bite like right on that.
Okay. Oh, here I go. I'm getting more like fall pumpkin.
Yeah.
I got no filling in that.
There's not much.
This is like a lot sweeter than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after you said it was sweet potato. I'm gonna move that for right now. I'm trying to get like a bite with the filling. There's like no filling though.
I know. I do feel like they gotta add a little bit more, but I think I heard that on the other ones too.
I thought the one from Festival of the Arts, the Popped Art.
Yeah.
Pop-Tart had a lot of filling that we split.
That wasn't too bad. I don't think it's that bad. It's not
No.
like crazy flavorful, but it's good.
The crust is like a little dry. But I'm also the kind of person that like when I had a Pop-Tart, I'd pick off all the edges that didn't have frosting on it.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting sweet potato.
No.
And then just like cinnamon. And not bad.
It tastes like fall for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, not bad.
Not bad.
Our Pop-Tart is done. So now we are going to head over towards the ABC commissary to try the gumbo. Was it chicken gumbo?
I think so. Chicken, sausage.
Yes, I think it's a chicken gumbo. So we're gonna go head over there. We kind of went with like the treat or dessert first, but you know what they say.
What do they say?
Dessert before dinner, you'll never be thinner. I think it's a lie.
You'll never be thin, period.
Well, you might not be thin, period. You're right. So we are gonna head over towards the ABC commissary, pick that up, and then go ahead and do a review on that. Right now, the crowds are still a little too high to get in line for something. The problem is if we get in line for something and it's an hour and a half wait, we risk not being able to try multiple items because then things are going to start to close down. So we will head over there, try that, then take another peek at the crowds and see if things maybe drop down a little bit, and hopefully get on something. And then I think we're gonna end with that Tiana's milkshake, which looks pretty good. And again, that would be 3 fun, soulful items here at Hollywood Studios. As we are heading over towards the ABC commissary, I'm noticing there's not a big line for Mickey and Minnie's. And let me tell you something, it is broken down right now. And I said this in one of my older vlogs, and we got on pretty quick. If you ever see a ride like this broken down and people are standing out front, it's a good opportunity for you to then go wait out front. And you can see there's a little line, not much at all. Go wait in line, because once they open it, you'll have probably less than 5 or 10 minutes until you get on, because people leave and obviously they're not interested in waiting around because you never know how long it's gonna take. But if you don't mind, and a lot of times it's not too long, you can ask a cast member, sometimes they know, sometimes they don't, but waiting out front, like over there, could be a huge time saver for you if you have the patience for it. Granted, I guess if you wait 20 or 30 minutes there and then whatever, I guess you're not saving a ton of time, but it is something that I've done a number of times and we've gotten on within 5 minutes. It's a very good opportunity. You know the parks are pretty busy when the ABC commissary is very packed inside. A lot of times this place doesn't have too many people inside of it, but right now it looks slam packed. That is a good indicator of the crowd levels at the park. Okay, so we have the gumbo here, which I showed you guys what was in that, and then we have the Happy Days, which is a Parrot Bay coconut rum, melon liqueur, banana liqueur, and grenadine with orange and pineapple juice. So it sounds pretty good. Kind of a lot of ice, looks kind of fun, but we'll go ahead and try these out. A decent portion on this. I think I was mentioning over there that I wasn't sure how the portion size would be.
It smells really good.
It smells good, so I'm hoping this is pretty delicious. But we'll go ahead and dig in. We'll open up with some gumbo. I don't really know what all is what in here.
I think that's the sausage right there, those thicker bits.
You do it with the rice or without the rice?
I would say with. I mean, for your first taste, just get the gumbo, but did you rice?
I did it all. Yeah. There's something a little hard in there, but overall, there's a lot of flavor in that, actually. I'm surprised with how much flavor there is.
It's real good.
Good. I like that actually. And a lot of the gumbo, especially over at Universal, has fish in it.
That's a good point.
Like shrimp or
Raw fish.
Yeah. And I don't love fish. There's some fish items that I do enjoy, but I don't totally love like that kind of fish. I don't like the, what is that, crustaceans?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a crustacean person. I like, salmon's probably my favorite fish, but she likes some of it, so.
I like crab.
Yeah, I think you would at least try it though, you said.
I would. I want to try crawfish.
Yeah.
But I'm a little nervous.
So I think we'll probably end up trying it before Mardi Gras is over, but this is nice because it's just the chicken, the sausage. I don't know where the okra is. I'll try some of that and then the rice. So honestly, there's a lot of flavor in this dish under initial impressions. Obviously, as you kind of eat more, sometimes you can get more or less of what's going on there, but.
I think those are like the little okra chunks.
That okra's more like circular and like.
Maybe they diced it?
Oh, they could have.
Because I thought it was green pepper at first, but that makes more sense.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more, chunky, but let's go ahead and try this.
That's really good though.
What did I say this was? Happy Days?
Yeah.
I was going to say Banana Days.
Is it days, like day of the week?
D-A-Z-E.
I didn't know if that Happy Days show was like ABC and they're like using that.
That's pretty good.
Is it super melony? No.
It tastes like a drink you would have while you're like sitting on a beach.
Happy Days.
Happy Days. Happy Days on the beach. Try that out and tell me that's not pretty good though.
You think melon liqueur is gonna like bother me?
Oh, for the melon?
Oh, that's good.
Right.
I want that like frozen on a beach.
It tastes like something you would have like on a beach.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's the coconut. That's really good.
There's no coconut in there, right?
Yeah, the rum.
Oh,
the Parrot Bay,
yeah,
or whatever
right.
it was.
Yeah.
I guess if I have allergic reaction, it's worth it.
She's allergic to melon. Melons in general.
That's
not just like
good.
melon, but that is a good drink. This is kind of a hit. ABC commissary coming in hot.
I wanted to try it for a while. Granted, the gumbo's new.
Yeah, so this is the Soulfully dish here, which is the gumbo. This specific drink here is, I think, just an anytime drink, but it's good. I think it was like $13.50 for this. This was, I think, 10 or 11 bucks, which I feel like is kind of affordable in the sense when you think, I always use like Food and Wine and the booths at Epcot. So you're gonna pay anywhere from like $6 to $10, probably like $7 to $10 on a dish at Epcot.
For a sample.
Yes, and like that size is pretty small. This, you get a hefty portion and it was like $10.99. But honestly, this is a good meal. I like this a lot. This drink's good. This dish is good. Honestly, both Soulfully items have been good overall. So props to Disney for some good soulful items here, at least the Hollywood Studios, and I think they're at all the parks.
Oh, really?
But
Different things throughout?
yeah. So this is just some items here. And like I said, I do want to get that milkshake. This is kind of a lot of food, so we might have to at least go get on a ride and let things settle first, and then we could try it. Get some parsley or whatever that is, or
No, whatever that is.
Onion,
How
I
long
don't
is this
know.
going on for?
I think just all February. Just for Black History Month and then.
I think we haven't seen it at any other park, though.
I feel like it wasn't advertised very much. Like, I found it because I was watching somebody else's vlog and noticed that they had it there. So, good reason to be watching the vloggers is you might not get the information from Disney, and maybe the vloggers are noticing it. So, I had no idea until I literally watched a vlog and somebody was like, "Oh, there's soul food like at the park." So I was like, "Oh, I guess we'll try it out." So, all right, we're gonna finish this up and then we'll check in with you when we're done. But yeah, very good dish here. Highly recommend the gumbo and the Happy Days. Both very good options here at the ABC Commissary. Cheers. Well, we have now just finished eating our gumbo and drinking our Happy Days drink. And we're now gonna head over towards Tower. And like I said, we did kind of luck out. The timing was pretty good. It is now a 50-minute wait. So that's a lot more approachable than the 70 or 80 that we started to see there for a minute. And it could be because people are prepping for Fantasmic. And like I said, that's also a good time to watch the show, or I'm sorry, ride the rides, not watch the show. I would say if you're gonna watch the show, go to the later one. That tends to be a little bit more open. But yeah, we are going to head now over here towards the Tower. Do you guys see this? Do you see the lights in the trees? I haven't seen this. Have you seen that before? Right here, no, the trees.
Oh, no.
You see the lights?
I've never noticed that.
Yeah. That's
There's
kind of
lights over
cool.
there too in those trees.
Are they?
Right here, like straight ahead, the red.
Yeah. Right there. Yeah, there's like lights in the trees. I've never seen that before. Wow. You know what's also an awesome shot? The Chinese theater at night. Very, very fun looking. All right, let's head over towards Tower. Get on a ride here. We haven't done it in a little while because the wait's just been, honestly, a little too high for us to kind of justify waiting in as locals. And again, a lot of times I feel like I talk about things like that, like, oh, the wait's too long or crowds are too busy. And I guess I'm coming from more of a local standpoint. And then I'm letting you guys kind of make the judgment call whether you feel like that's actually accurate for high wait times. If I'm like, oh, it's 90 minutes for that, maybe you're thinking, oh, that's nothing. Where for us, we might be like, yeah, that's a little too high. So make your own judgment call ultimately on the crowd levels. But I'm just kind of giving you the numbers from what we see. I think the plan for the Tiana's ice cream, which is actually from the Hollywood Scoops, which is just down all the way by Tower of Terror, we will probably pick that up after we ride on Tower, just because the way timing works. And again, we kind of had a lot of food there in a small amount of time. So we'll go ahead and get that after Tower. But I do see, again, both of the shafts are going there on the Tower of Terror, which is always a huge plus. I'm really excited that they've got the operations going a little better there, and they ended up fixing it because, number one, just a little update, the Rock and Roller Coaster is down for refurbishment for potentially, I'm going to assume, months, because they said for like an extended period of time, which I feel like a lot of times they give you the dates if it's going to be a set amount of time. So because they said an extended amount of time, I'm going to think that that's going to be, I mean, at least weeks, but potentially months. I don't know if they're doing retheming or what they're doing. I don't know. Not making speculations, but got to keep that in mind, because that could ultimately increase the crowd levels even further than what you're used to here at Hollywood Studios. And here is a shot of everything we're going to be doing in the next hour or so. Tower of Terror and the Hollywood Scoops. Well, it's not here. This is the Fairfax Fair. Hollywood Scoops over here. And there's kind of a long line for that, so I wonder if people are picking up the new milkshake there. But it looks good. Ooh, it's a little stinky right now. And everybody is going in now for Fantasmic. The line is moving. They do get packed for the 8 o'clock showing for sure. Does anybody know if like the FAA now allows for helicopters to fly over Disney? I thought for the longest time they didn't allow that. And I thought you couldn't fly over the parks, but I feel like you see them a lot now, and it's a weird touch. I never thought I would care, but it kind of takes you out of it for just that split second when you hear just the chugging of the helicopter flying over you. And here is our posted wait time of 50 minutes, like I was mentioning. Let's hope that's pretty accurate, maybe even a little less. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? So it went down to 45 minutes. I don't even know if this is going to be 45 minutes. Literally, as we walked in, it went from 50 to 45. But if the line is out here, there's a good chance we are not waiting 45 minutes for this ride. And I love that. Very excited. We'll let you know how long we wait here. Well, this wasn't a horrible wait. It's going to be about 15 minutes. We are next up for the next elevator. So 15 minutes on a post of 45. Really can't complain about that. And I think it's just getting shorter right now. Thanks to Fantasmic, I think obviously that's helping out a lot. But maybe we'll go 2 times here since it is such a short wait. Looks like it's time to drop in. Coming down. We are up next. We are on row 4. Here we go. I'm gonna be all the way on the wall. That's my spot. I prefer to be in the middle. Sometimes you get like buried if you get in the corners. That's okay. All right, hard seats. Let's go.
You are about to discover what lies beyond the deepest, darkest
The warm air, you know, you're outside.
So I don't know if you guys can tell, but we just got back in line. There it is behind us. Because we just got off of our ride and Nicole was asking to go on one more time. So we decided to jump back in line. However, I'm not hearing or seeing them go right now, so I'm a little nervous about that. Oh, there they go, okay. Phew. I was about to say that's gonna be unfortunate. We are a little further back than we were last time. Not too much further, but you could see we were like all the way up at the front of this little alley. And now we're at the end of it. Probably an extra 5 minutes from last time. So I think it was 15, 20 minutes start to finish on the last one. This one's maybe 25, 30 minutes, so not too bad. Also, I have a quick question. Has anybody ever seen that where you go to the bottom there and you like see the screen start to go through the animation and then all of a sudden like you go back up? I've never seen that before. Most of the time you come to the bottom, you end, then it starts the little like animation on the screen. This time that we just went on, it was like we were down there and like halfway down and it started to play the animation and then we like took back off. Never seen that before, kind of unique. Feels like deja vu, like we were just here 10 minutes ago. A little bizarre, isn't it? Hopefully we get a nice quick run again. You want the window seat? You want the window seat? Go ahead.
I would do that when I told them.
This is the party row right here.
All right.
Yeah,
Now we'll see you in a minute. We have officially finished our second ride on Tower of Terror, and behind me, they posted 45-minute wait, and I would say it was not 45 minutes. I would say it was about 23 according to my timer, and that was after we got off, so like maybe 20-ish minutes by the time you got in line and then actually got on the ride. So at night, again, don't always count on the posted wait times for accuracy. But right behind me now, right somewhere over there, Hollywood Scoops. Time to go get our third Celebrate Soulfully item tonight, which is the Tiana milkshake, which actually looks really good. It was probably my most anticipated item tonight, so that's going to be awesome to pick that up. Let's go ahead and head over here, and we will go ahead and do our final taste test here at Hollywood Studios tonight and end it with a nice little, I think it's a vanilla cinnamon milkshake or something. I don't know. Let's go find out. Well, it is melting a little fast right now, so we are not able to strap up with our microphone, so we're just gonna have to get into it. But it is dripping. I mean, look at this. Do you see that just like line? Oh, it's light. Oh, you're not gonna like that. It's a cinnamon vanilla milkshake, but very strong cinnamon. She likes certain types of cinnamon, and I'll let you try it here, but I'm gonna guess you're not gonna like that because it's a very heavy cinnamon. It's not a cinnamon sugar, I think is what I'm tasting here. But it's very light, but it's like spilling over. Sorry, this is like rushed, but yeah, again, can you see that? Like, it's just like dripping down the sides. So, but there's this donut on top, a little king cake donut, which looks fun. So we're making a mess of the table. Let me clean this up, and then we'll reconvene here in like 20 seconds. All right, let me know what you think.
It does smell like...
It smells like cinnamon, right? Not cinnamon sugar.
Come on, me. Oh, God. No, it reminds me of like a fall candle.
A fall candle?
I also don't like how frothy it is.
It is very frothy.
It tastes like the big red gum.
Kind of. Yeah, but like it's very frothy. It's not a thick milkshake. It's very yeah, just frothy and
It's like spicy cinnamon too. It's like big red gum, and that's a big no for me.
yeah. It's again, it's I think it's cinnamon, not cinnamon sugar. Got to keep that in mind. We'll try the donut here and see how that tastes. Here's the very messy donut. My fingers are just like covered right now. Very hard to eat. The messiest dish we've had today. Yeah, no, that donut's very good. It's like I think a spice cake or something. That's good. That's a good donut, and they should sell that somewhere in the park as well, outside of this. I'm like flinging my weird fingers around, but that is a very good donut. I like that actually a lot. Milkshake is good. Donut is great. Let me think about it, and let me think what I would rate this compared to the other items that we got. But I'm gonna have Nicole try this donut too, and see what she thinks.
What are these little like gem things? Just sprinkles?
Yeah, I think it's just giving it that Louisiana vibe.
Donut's good.
Yeah,
It's
right?
a cake donut.
Yeah.
I like cake donuts.
Yeah, so that's the donut. The donut's solid. That's a good donut right there. Again, the shake I like. I knew she wouldn't like. Donut, that's a hit. I like that actually a lot. That's a really good little treat. Now that we've kind of cleaned up a little bit and we're starting to head towards the front of the park, I did want to kind of talk about that milkshake, and that was my most anticipated item today, and I think it was my least favorite, which sucks because I was looking forward to it. Again, they use like a cinnamon versus a cinnamon sugar, and it's a little spicy. She said what? Big red gum. I said hot tamales. That's what it kind of, yeah, very similar flavor in all honesty, but like that's what it reminds me of. It's like that hot candy, and it was kind of weird. And like at first it was like, oh, this is pretty good, and then like the more you get through it, you're like, that's just a lot of like a hot cinnamon for like a milkshake. Very weird. The donut was pretty good. The more that I ate the donut too, though, the same thing kind of happened. I was like, oh, like maybe it's not. Yeah, it just wasn't as good as I thought it was. So I don't know. I would skip on that. I would get the other items that we had tonight for sure. I liked that Pop-Tart. That was good. I liked the gumbo. That was really good. And then again, the Happy Days wasn't part of the Soulfully celebration here, but again, just a good drink overall. I don't know. That was a little unfortunate. So I think gumbo was probably my top, then the Pop-Tart, and then that. As far as like the soulful items, and then that Happy Days is probably above the Pop-Tart, below the gumbo, somewhere in there. That was really good too. Just everything else was good. A little unfortunate to end on not as good of an item, but that's okay. Not everything's gonna be a winner. So we're gonna head to the front of the park and just kind of enjoy our time out. It's right before 9 o'clock. We were gonna do Fantasmic, but we're going to Busch Gardens tomorrow, so we have to be up and out, and it's about an hour and a half drive. So we're just gonna kind of call it early and then kind of wrap up and make sure we're there and get to pretty much spend the entire day there. There's a lot of rides over at Busch Gardens, so we're really looking forward to that. So do check in soon, because that video should be up relatively quick after this one. As we are leaving the park, you can actually see Epcot's fireworks all the way out in the distance across from Hollywood Studios. What a cool view. Let's just go hang out by the water for a second. Oh, much bigger fireworks than I originally thought they were, actually. It's been a while since we've seen Harmonious, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's ending soon, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Are we going to Epcot Wednesday? We have to watch it.
Yeah, I think so for Flower and Garden. Flower and Garden starts. We're going first day. We'll get you guys full coverage of that. Make sure you guys are keeping up and keeping your notifications turned on, so that way you guys can see when we do release that video, which again will be probably the end of next week. All right, we will now walk out, head onward. Also, we're thinking about doing a live stream with the gondolas. Probably more in the daytime, just to be a little easier to see. But yeah, I think we're gonna do like a little gondola trip around and do a live stream of that. That might be in the coming weeks here. There's a lot we kind of have on our plate. But for tonight, we are just enjoying Hollywood Studios. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We are now wrapped up at Hollywood Studios, and we took the wrong turn. We were on like the other side of the gondolas over by the buses. When you park on this side of the park, it's a little weird because you don't really realize if you're just following the walk path, you'll just end up by the bushes or the buses on the other side of the bushes, and you can't come back over. So you actually have to like go all the way back around. I don't know, we walked a lot. That's all right though. But we're gonna get out of here. We do appreciate you guys hanging out with us today and coming along as we tried some of the soulful food here. And not everything was a hit, but for the most part, everything was pretty good. And we do plan on trying some of the other food if possible before February ends. But we are just getting out of here now. We're not gonna watch Fantasmic, it's a little late. We have an early morning at Busch Gardens tomorrow, but that's gonna do it here. We do appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.